Yo, what's going on, guys? Big Spoof here with the Car Guys. I'm joined by Nick Racioppi and
Jeremy, aka Nig Spoof, aka CEO, prime shareholder of the Card Chaps. Let's make Yu-Gi-Oh! Great again, 2016, baby. Let's go.
You just won ARG Orlando 2016 V2.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to actually come and win an event with something that people really aren't expecting?
Honestly, like the feeling, it hasn't really settled yet. I was about to just not even play this deck. I was set on another like really crappy deck, but we decided to play the same deck we played for Nats, card for card, just minus one card.
And Nick, you actually top 8'd with this deck as well.
Yeah, I lost the Chris in top 8. But,
yeah, you did. Yeah, so
yeah,
I mean,
so deck did pretty well.
Exactly. So why this deck over any other deck?
Strike and anti-spell are really the only cards that are like really the problem. BA is just an incredibly easy matchup.
Assuming they don't open.
Assuming they just open up like those kinds of cards. And I don't know.
And it doesn't brick much. That's the big thing. A lot of the decks brick.
It was very consistent. Out of all my matches, I think my real like brick hand was like one or two brick hands. One of them like was in the top 8 match when I was playing against BA. I opened like all low scales, and the only high scale I had was the 5 scale. But,
so what was y'all's losses this weekend, both of y'all?
I lost to Johnny Lee. Shoutouts to you, man. Additional extenders, love him. I lost to him round 6.
Yep. That was your only loss, right?
That was my only loss. Yep.
I lost to Johnny Lee round 5.
Wow. Okay.
He beat the champion deck back to back.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I lost to Chris LeBlanc round 6, and I lost to him in top. So.
Yeah, and you and I squeezed in with it too.
Yeah. We both got in as I got in X2. You were X11.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So.
Well, let's see this list. I know everybody's dying to see it on the channel and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get into it.
All right. The first 3 cards, 3 Bambuku. Honestly, it's the best card in the deck.
Well, it gets the best card.
It gets the best card in the deck. That's true. Kieran.
That's the best card.
The best card in the deck. Yeah. We also played. We played a higher Majespecter engine. We played 2 of the Fox and 2 of the Toad. The reason why we played the Toad was to get the second trap with other cards that you're going to see later in the deck. But in general, Fox is the better one. I found myself. Both of us.
Yeah, siding out a Toad.
Yeah, side out the Toad and some of the other cards.
It's also a high scale, like a bad high scale.
It's the really bad high scale.
It's only scale 5, so it's not as good.
Then we played the 4 and POW cards, Joker, Monkey Board, Unicorn, and Light Phoenix. I did use the Unicorn effect to attack for game with the Phoenix to copy the 4 and POW monster in round 3, so that was really cool.
Yeah, one thing I noticed in this deck, Joker doesn't get Monkey Board as often in the regular deck. A lot of times you end up getting a Magician, especially if you have 1 in Wisdom Eye, because it's usually better. You get a little more advantage.
Joker can get like any of these cards, which is also really good. We also played a pretty high Magician engine, 2-pit, Wisdom Eye, Dragon Pulse. These are just like generic ones. I was actually able to pull off the double Wisdom Eye combo twice during the tournament, which is really cool.
Yeah, with Sky Iris.
With Sky Iris and Oath Dragon. Then we played Noble Dragon. It's a level 3 tuner that helps us get into Ancient Fairy, so we can destroy cards like the Sky Iris or the Majesty Pegasus, so you can make Secret Village.
Yeah, the deck main deck 6 field spells.
Yeah,
and you can also use it on if your opponent has Domain and Extra Deck Monarch or any other field spell.
Yeah. Then we played Oath Dragon. This is my personal favorite. I actually wanted to play 2 of this, but Nick here, he told me that it's not a high skill and doesn't add more to your plays. So
and it's also a wind spellcaster, so it works with all the It works with both traps and it works with the field spell.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And the last one, this was actually the 40th card that we put in, Zhangqi Magician. This card is amazing against Cosmo, it's amazing against Monarch, it's amazing against Beatrice and stuff. Like this card, like it forces Cosmo to like use their Tin Can in main phase. Otherwise, they lose the effect. It's really good.
It's actually a pretty smallish Magician lineup.
Yeah, it's a 3 scale, which is also really good, and it's a pretty big monster too. So, and the last 3 is Abductor. One of the best pendulum monsters ever created. This card gets you any pendulum monster in the deck, which is you can get Bunbuku or Kieran, which is crazy. Then 3 of the best card ever created. Shouts to Konami for printing broken field spell cards. So we'll show you some of them. Skyrus. This card. There's a reason why we played it 3 for a reason. It protects your scales, protects your magicians. It fixes your scales, and you can like break your boards to like make other cards live, like Odd Eyes Fusion and stuff.
It's really rare to brick with Sky Iris.
Yeah,
it just helps the
really,
consistency.
Yeah. 2 Majespecter. This is the interesting card that I don't think a lot of people are playing.
The main purpose for this this card was, I noticed most of the time with this deck you need to have Kieran to win, and by upping the other magician, the other Majespecters, and also playing Oath, it lets you get to Kieran much quicker because you summon Bunbuku and then you get Kieran.
It also gets you. It also this is also what helps you get to the second trap.
Yeah.
When you can destroy.
Yeah, that comes up a little bit, but I think it's more just because you want to get to Kieran. Like that's like the main drive of the the main goal that I can have Kieran.
Yeah, your trap monsters.
That card's really strong.
Your trap monsters get you to Bunbuku, which gets you to Kieran.
Yeah.
Or you just go And the last one, Spellcaster Village. Just won so many single-handedly winning games, insane.
Just gives you that auto win going first.
Literally auto win. Another broken card, 3 Pendulum Call. Get you any magician. Using this with like another pendulum monster, another performance monster.
You may begin.
You hear it? Yeah, so you can use it with like a perform monster. You can get it back with Oath, which is another reason why I thought the card was really good. And also just protecting your scales too, and just using it sometimes just to get a big monster like Zhangxi and Oath, because those monsters are 2,100 and the other one's 2,500. So it just adds a lot more to get the big push. Upstart and Odd Eyes Fusion. This was one of the cards that we were considering cutting because going first, we don't really want this card. This doesn't facilitate any plays, doesn't add to your combos at all.
Yeah, going first it's not good, and it's very poor against BA because it makes their Fog Blade live, which is usually dead against everything because you're all the Majespecters. And it's just really dead going first. And going second against good Monarch players, it's not good because they just chain Aether, and then they only have 1 monster. Yeah. So it's only really good against like bad Monarch players, and it can be good it's really good in the mirror. That's the time it's really good.
Yeah. And the 2 traps, Tempest and Tornado. One of each, because they both have different applications. Like this,
Tempest is usually better.
Usually better,
but you want both.
You do want both. Like this is usually strictly better against BA, and this is strictly better against like Cosmo, and like Pendulum matchups.
And Tempest is usually better against Monarch too, but Tornado's good in that matchup as well.
Yeah, and also the Oath Dragon does like Oath works with these, which is also really good. It came up a lot with that.
Alright, what about the extra then on the side?
Extra. For the rank 3s, we played Totem and Breaksword.
Totem Bird's pretty strong, right?
Totem Bird's really it's like Xian or anything, man. It's crazy. And the reason why we played the Breaksword is we wanted like a second rank 3 that could simplify the game state, like get rid of cards and other trigger words. I don't know what else.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes you don't have anything besides like 2 Bunbuku and like a Kieran, and it lets you clear like 2 guys.
Yeah.
But it never came up. It's one of like the more cuttable cards in the extra.
Yeah. It seems more win more. For rank 4, these we played Dwellers, obviously really good. Castel and Magister. Magister came up a couple times where you have to search the Bunbuku for the following turn, so that way you can make a play. So you make your Kieran play. But usually in that scenario, you're kind of like in usually in a winning position.
It's when you want to make a rank 4 turn 1, and you're playing against like Pendulum or something, and then you'd make that because there's nothing else really that's great. Like we could have ran Giant Hand, but that's not that good against Pendulum either.
Because Bunbuku is
and Dweller's better against all the other matchups for the most part.
Yeah. They played Utopia Package. Don't tell anyone about this. Hashtag J-Free. And we played Utopia Beyond. I did the combo where you summon Beyond, make everything 0, summon Lightning, attack for 8,000.
Yeah, if they have at least 2 monster in attack mode, that's just 8,000.
That's 8,000. That's game. They can't.
That's broken.
Yeah, Beyond doesn't target, so.
Yeah.
I feel like against Cosmo.
And we played the Odd Eyes,
The package.
Odd Eyes package. More trigger words, more buzzwords. Meteor Burst, obviously with the Oath Dragon, and the Absolute, because it's more just fodder with these two. This never ever comes up. But these two can come up where you use the Pit Magician, and you could use this or this, and
Or
it
just
has,
2-pit, right?
or just 2-pit, yeah. And the thing is, like, if you'd like have to detach to negate the attack, you can special this back, which is also crazy. Yeah.
But they're really just there for Odd Eyes Fusion.
Yeah, they're mostly there to fuel the Odd Eyes Fusion for Vortex. And the last two extra deck monsters, Ancient Fairy, obviously to get you the field spell card, and Ignister. The only one way to make this is just with the Light Phoenix and the Noble Dragon, but...
And that's also good because it's an Odd Eyes Light Phoenix, so they both go to extra instead of it going to the bottom of the deck.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't
So
know
you can
why
reuse
people
it.
don't run this card. This card is
this
really
card is
good. It wins a lot of
insane.
games. It just gets you to the field spell.
Yeah.
Gets you to Village.
The side deck, Fog King. We realized that this card wasn't as good against like Monarch, going first.
Yeah, because usually against Monarch you want to go Village plus the guy that gets the trap, because Eidos is mandatory. So when they normal summon it, you just instantly use your strike, the Tempest. But if you have this, you can't activate. You can't even activate it because you tribute. So it's only good if you. Yeah, it's only good if you don't have the traps.
It's really
It's better. It's pretty good going
second. Yeah, to stop their Aether.
And it's really good against Domain, obviously,
Yeah.
like the Domain version. But extra deck is not that great.
3 Danko.
Why 3 Danko?
It's got the most broken card design.
It's there for the Mize decks.
There for the Mize decks, and going first against like BA, because if you set up boards with like this and Kieran, they're going to need like Terratop and Tour Guide, or like multiple monster hands. But even by then, like your opponent, like you should be in a winning position by the time that you have.
Yeah,
that
this
board.
only goes in first against BA, not second, because they have anti-spell.
Yeah, 'cause
and
anti-spell.
Beatrice can also just send Farfet out it.
Yeah. Sloth. This card's really good against BA. I don't know why I sided it in the finals. Don't ask me why.
Jeremy sided it in the Odd Eyes.
To
mirror.
turn off the Odd Eyes fusion that he drew for his 6th card.
But it's good against the Perform Pal Heavy version. That's really Exceed based, and with the making Dynasters with the Master and stuff. But it's really there for BA.
Eccentric Archfiend. This is mostly for the Pendulum matchup.
This is mainly here for the mirror, because sometimes they, if it's the trap version of the deck, they'll like set 1, and you have like Abductor Terra, and it gives you just an out, because you just search that with the Abductor.
You can also use this against the Blue Eyes deck, so you can bait out the Spirit Dragon, so that way you're allowed to Pendulum summon after that, because they're going to have to sack to get like another XE, like Azure Eyes or something. Necro Valley, another broken field spell card.
It's for BA and going second against Monarch.
Yeah. MST and Twin Twister. You definitely need more than just the 3 Twisters, because it doesn't. The 3 Twin Twister is not enough for you to just to warrant like feeling safe against like anti-spell and like other like traps. So you need the MST. And Twin Twisters really just comes in against like Demise decks and like BA going second to get out like anti-spell and stuff. And the last card, this is the one card that we changed in the deck, Vanity's Emptiness. We were originally playing the second MST, but we realized that I wanted something that was more for Blue Eyes, and this is also good against Cosmo. It came up with Nick up against the TCG's only Blair Hunter. Came up against him.
Yeah, it's very strong against Cosmo. They don't have, especially if you have Village also, they don't really have an out to that.
Yeah.
Unless they have Mojo.
Yep. And that's it.
Awesome.
that's all
Well,
day.
any shout outs, anything last words, anything like that?
Bend the knee, suck the D, kiss the ring, kiss the D. Shoutouts to Johnny Lee. Noah Green. Shoutouts to Chris Ferrara. I gotta win. You don't even have a top. Hedge to Michael Keller and everyone. Bowden. That's really it.
Anything for you, Nick?
Yeah, shout outs to also Mike Albanese.
Shoutouts to Mike
Comics
Albanese.
and Toys, that's our local.
Comics Toys, New Jersey.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Shoutouts to Burger King. Getting dinner later.
Awesome. Well, hey man, congrats on winning.
Thanks.
Congrats on top 8 as well.
Thank you.
Proved to be one of the best of the weekend. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon after you win the ARG 25K Players Championship.
See everyone there.
Awesome. Well, it's been Kyle the Car Guys. Here with Nick's booth. And Nick, see you later.